warm and hearty good morning to everyone present here. Today, we, the students of class 10th Ruby, would like to present the drama on the story The Horse in Two Coats, written by Mr. R.K. Narayan. The following characters of the story are Muni, represented by Ananya Dhore, the foreigner, represented by Tanushri Saudekar, Muni's wife, represented by Gargi Kalmik, and the shopkeeper, represented by Arohi Zungare. So let's begin the story. Out of the all 700,000 villages dotting the map, Kritam was probably the tiniest of all. It consisted of only 30 houses, that too made up of bamboo, thatch, straw, mud and all other unspecified materials. Thus, the condition of the village was too contradicting to support the real meaning of the name of the village. Once, there lived a villager named Muni in one of the most secluded parts of the village. He, during his prosperous days, had a flock of 40 sheep and goats. But now, his condition had worsened, for he had only 2 goats, that too tethered to the trunk. Leaving all these things aside, Muni's wife said,
Muni, eat this. Your first nourishment of the day. Today I have only prepared a salted boiled millet flour.
After taking the breakfast, Muni went out of his house and shook down the drumstick tree. Today he was supplied with 6 drumstick leaves. Muni's wife said,
If you are content with the drumstick leaves alone, I could boil and salt some for you.
I'm tired of eating those leaves. I am craving to chew something different. Drumstick out of sauce.
You have only 4 teeth in your jaw, but your craving is for big things. Alright, get the stuff and I will prepare it for you. After all, next day you will not be there to ask for anything. So today our store is empty, so please bring dal chili, curry leaves, gingerly oil and 1 large potato. Now go out first and get all these.
Muni repeated the list after her almost 3 times in order to not to forget any item. Walking towards the 3rd street and sitting patiently on the platform, Muni started clearing his throat, cutting and sneezing until the shopkeeper paid attention to him.
What ails you? You will fly off like a seed into the gutter if you sneeze too hard, young man. If you could have fined 5 rupees and a quarter, you could have paid off an ancient debt. How much have you got now?
I'll pay you everything on the 1st of the next month.
As always. And whom do you expect to rob by then?
My daughter has sent me the word that she will be sending me the money.
Have you a daughter and she is giving you money? For what purpose, may I know?
50th birthday.
Birthday? How old are you?
50.
More likely, you are 70. You also forget that you mentioned the birthday 5 weeks ago when you wanted castor oil for your holy bath.
After this conversation, Muni unobtrusively rose and moved off.
Clenching himself down in a corner to recover from the fatigue of his visit to the shop, Muni's wife said,
You are getting a no sauce today nor anything else because I can't find anything to give you to eat. Fast till the evening, it will do you good. Now take these goats and be gone, and don't come back before the sun is down.
If I obey her, she would somehow conjure up food for till the evening. Only I must be careful not to argue and irritate her.
Unleashing the goats from the drumstick tree, Muni started out driving his 2 goats ahead. On reaching the outskirts, Muni urged and bullied his goats and he sat on its pedestal.
The highway and these lorries and buses pass through the hills, which gives me a sense of belonging to the larger world.
The horse was nearly life-sized, molded out of clay, baked, burnt and brightly colored and reared its head proudly.
Has tilted westward, but this is not the time yet to go back home, or else you would have no food for me.
All of a sudden, Muni noticed a new sort of vehicle coming down at a full speed.
I haven't seen this yellow car before. Why had it sputtered and stopped in front of me?
A red-faced foreigner who had been driving it got down, bent and went round it and stared in Muni's direction and approached.
Excuse me, is there any gas station nearby? Or
or do I need to wait till another car comes?
The American suddenly looked at the grey horse and he cried,
Marvelous!
said he should get up and run away. But instead of it, he crossed his age, for he could not readily put up his limbs into action.
He is in khaki clothes, just like a policeman. He will chase or shoot if I start running. Some dogs chase only those who run. Oh Shiva, protect me.
Alice, namaste. How do you do?
Yes? Yes? No.
Being exhausted at Muni's English vocabulary, he then started in his own language, Tamil.
My name is Muni, and these two words are mine, and no one can gainsay it.
The foreigner looked in the direction indicated by Muni's fingers, which were at the two goats.
Hey, by the way, do you smoke?
Yes. No.
The foreigner gave a cigarette to Muni, while Muni received it with surprise as no one had offered him a smoke since many years.
There is no need to run away from a man who gave me such a potent smoke.
I come from New York.
Muni shrank. Perhaps he was trying to present a warrant and arrest him. So, Muni defending himself went on all in the cast of Tamil.
Bhagwan, who sees everything, sir, we know nothing of the case. If the murder was committed, murderer will not escape. Bhagwan is all seeing. I know nothing. Sir, in Kupam village, people will stop at nothing.
I'm sure you know when this horse was made.
Please, sir, go away, sir. I know nothing. I promise, if we see any bad character here, we will bury him. But, sir, our village has always had a green record. It must be definitely from Kupam village.
Please, I will speak really slowly, but please try to understand me. I will speak really slowly. And I've gotten in this country with English everywhere, but you don't speak it. Have you had any religious scruples about English or anything else? I don't know. You see, last August we had the hottest summer in history, and I was just working in short sleeves in my office of the Empire State Building on its 40th floor. And guess what? We had power failure one day. And I was stuck there for 4 hours without any air conditioning. And so, when I reached home in Connecticut, I told my wife Ruth that we need to visit India this winter. And so here I am with you.
Yes. No. When I was this high, my uncle said,
Boy, by the way, what is the secret of your teeth, huh?
Muni instantly forgot what he had started and started with another topic in Tamil.
Sometimes jackals or cheetahs carry off our cattle, but sometimes it's just theft from another village. But sir, please know everything. And if he's caught, then
I know what you mean. Like maybe chop something, right? Maybe wood. Actually, I enjoy chopping. Just as a hobby, you know.
The American continued explaining his hobby of chopping, and Muni was totally confused as the only language he could understand at all was Tamil, and he tried to get away from the place.
I must go home now. By the way, is this statue yours? Why don't you just sell it to me? I love it.
now you understood you're speaking with reference to a horse. This horse is our guardian. It means that our adversaries end of the Kali Yuga. The whole world will be destroyed and the Redeemer will come in the shape of horse called Kalki.
Sure, that this horse will have the best home in the US of A. You know, I love books and I will keep this horse beside my bookshelf. And you know, I'm just a modern businessman and my trade is coffee and it is going really well.
Muni caught the word coffee and said confidently,
If you want to drink coffee, you drive up to the next town and there are some coffee hotel.
Okay, now just tell me, will you accept a 100 rupee note for this horse? I really love this horse. If you just lend me a hand with it, we can both keep the horse in my station wagon out there. Will you?
and at this state, finally the mutual mystification ended.
Oh, honorable one, I hope God will bless you with numerous progeny. By the way, how many children do you have?
100.
How many children are girls and how many are boys? Is your daughter married? Is it difficult to find son-in-law in your country also?
Red Man didn't understand anything, and in answer to these questions, the Red Man dashed his hand into his pocket. He took out his wallet and a 100 rupee note.
Well, this is what I meant.
Muni realized that some financial element was entering their talk. He had never seen a 100 rupee note in his life. Muni thought that American wanted change from him.
Ask our village headman. He can even change a lakh of rupees into gold. But you have to talk to him yourself, as he goes mad at our sight of me and my goats. Always.
The foreigner stared and went up casually towards the goats of Muni and stroked their backs. Muni realized that the Red Man was interested in making an offer for the goats. The American man left a 100 rupee note on Muni's palm.
This is all for you, or you may share it with your partner.
Are you carrying them off in your station wagon?
Yes, of course.
This will be their first car in the motor car. Carry them off after I get out.
The American thought of taking help from the people nearby.
Oh, a truck is coming downhill. I should take help from these people to put the horse in my station wagon.
Redman got the help from a couple of men to detach the horse statue from its pedestal and place it in his station wagon. Muni reached home with the cash and displayed his fortune for the day to his wife.
Oh my god, 100 rupees! How did you come by it? Have you been stealing?
I had sold our goods to the red-faced man. He was crazy to have them. He gave me all this money and carried them off in the motor car.
There was the sound of bleating outside. Muni's wife opened the door and saw the two goats.
Here are they. What's the meaning of all this?
Why did you come back? You know you are his? Why did you come back? Where is the Red Man?
See Muni, if you have thieved, the police will come tonight and will break your bones. Don't involve me in all this. I will go to my parents.
Muni was left with confusion, and thus the play ends. Thank you for your cooperation.